what the Justice Department is claiming is that these book publishers got together with Apple and agreed to fix prices. That's what they're being charged with. The deal all came ahead of the launch of the iPad. Apple had contacted book publishers, the 5 major book publishers, and sort of reached a deal with them to be allowed to receive a 30% commission for selling books, and in return the publishers would be allowed to set the prices themselves. Now that's somewhat different to the previously existing business model that publishers operated on, and certainly different to the deal that they had pre-existing with Amazon. But of course Amazon complained, in part it was in response to some of those complaints that the Justice Department began to look into this and launch these charges. Now since the case first came to light, we've seen the book publishers have all settled, so it just leaves Apple to fight this case. But what's significant is it's not just about books, at least not for Apple. You have to remember that it's also trying to defend its business model when it comes to selling other content, music, videos, TV. All of this potentially might have implications in the future going forward.
So a big test indeed for this particular case. But what's interesting, you already told us that these big publishers, they settled, they paid tens of millions of dollars. So you kind of wonder, well, what's Apple? What's the leg that Apple thinks it's standing on that it can get out of there? In particular, also, given that Steve Jobs, in his biography, I believe, admitted to doing this.
He admitted certainly that he discussed with the publishers this idea of sort of moving to this different business model. Tim Cook, the current chief executive of Apple, spoke recently saying, look, we don't think we've done anything wrong, which is why they intend to fight this. Some of the book publishers have hinted that maybe they felt a degree of pressure to settle. One company in particular had said that the potential cost of the damages against them if they lost would threaten the entire company, so they felt it just made more business sense to actually settle this early.